Hello YouTubians, welcome back to another .spicer10 YouTube video, and today it's just a quick update video really. I've actually, found my TARDIS key again, because I lost it. I was able to find it, so I'm happy about that. Which means I can actually unlock my TARDIS and relock my TARDIS again, yay! So, speaking of, here's the update. And I've got to say, I am really impressed with how it's coming together. It looks like the interior is fully done, but I assure you, it's not quite done yet. There's still quite a bit to do. So if we just walk inside the TARDIS, the illusion breaks off when it goes to about here, and when you look to about there, and again at this side. I'm just gonna put that down so I don't drop it. So basically, this was a lot taller in the photos. It's just that I've had to trim it down at the top to accommodate to fit in the ceiling. And as for the there's a socket just literally about here, and I've got to be careful because it's right there. And I'm thinking of doing a little cutout slot. Because we have an electrician coming soon, and I don't want him to think, where the hell's the socket, when I can just make a little panel just to come off. So then if I do need to use this socket for anything, I mean, I can possibly move it. Yeah, I can move it. So, yeah, there's a socket right there. This one isn't buried into the floor because the gap wouldn't allow it on this side, but yeah. Just make sure I didn't flip the switch. Yeah, I didn't. And it has been bracketed on. Oh, it's a bit dark. I'm just going to turn that on. There you go. So there's the brackets. There's one. There's another one up there. And there's another one down in the corner down there. So now this wall is on. It makes the console room look a bit darker. And I need to think about overhead lighting at this point, because if I just turn this off again, it's very it looks like it. If I just for a moment, there you go. You can definitely see the of the TARDIS. It's very, dark. So yeah, so if I just turn the box light off, just completely for the moment, that's literally the view you get from the outside, and it does look so amazing. I'm really impressed with it, and it gives me an option to test out this setting. If I just flip this one too, and we have the Dr. Dances mode, which it's gonna look awesome when all the walls are on. But if I just, you can definitely see that. So yeah, I know some of the lighting doesn't show through the roundels, and some of them do. That's basically like the actual set really, but the actual set had like overhead lighting that backlit the whole wall anyways, where mine's just actual string lights. So yeah, now there isn't going to be much lighting on this particular area. I've got to re-wet this area when I'm putting the walls in, because this is where the extension is for the TARDIS. This side again has a socket here, so I've got to do what I'm going to do over there to over here, but I'm going to make them so they're removable, so I can just pull them off and then push them back in. So yeah, I've also got this. This was donated from my uncle, one of them. This is actual PC monitor, but it's heavy as hell. And I don't know if I can hook a DVD player up to it, because there's only enough port for down there and the power lead. And the power lead, it didn't come with one, so I need to make one up. And luckily, after all this time, if I just pull that out of there, it's the right connector. I just need to put a new plug on the end. So, I mean, I can do that if I wanted to, but I don't know whether to actually go with that, or if I go in here, in my cupboard, I have a portable DVD player, which is small enough, and it's lighter than that. Yeah, it's pink, but what I can do, I can just do this, rotate the screen like so, and it does work. I don't know if it has any charging it at the moment, because it is a very old thing. Well, it's not that old, but yeah, it needs charging. There's no light, but yeah, it needs charging. And I'm thinking of using this as a TARDIS monitor. And what I'm going to do, possibly, is get a disc and make a DVD up of the screensaver and use that. And it's going to go where this one is. I was thinking of having it so it would swivel around the console, but I don't know how that's going to work because it's not very, steady enough to do that, because it's pretty weighty. It would pull the time rotor to one side. So I mean, it would work, but it'd be a lot smaller compared to what this is. I could get a printed screensaver and just plop it in there, or when I've got my tablet fixed, I can just make a little slot and make it so that the tablet has a screensaver showing. But I'm trying to figure that bit out. I've been thinking about that for a while now. Oops. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking to do with this. But I don't know yet. I'm still tinkering with that idea. I've got one of these. I've actually got a spare one of these. This one's a better one. This one works better than the other one. The other one I've got, I broke the remote, and the idea is I want to get the vortex going on the windows, so when I'm in the TARDIS, I can just press a button on the console, and the idea is that the astronaut projection thing would shine onto there. And I did, in one of my Instagram live streams, take it apart, and I can disconnect certain things, but it's just like extending the wiring, and I've got to use the right thickness for. So yeah, but that's the idea that I'm going for. Just don't know how I'm going to do it without making it so awkward, because I've already got the floor down, and I'd have to pass the wiring through the back where my like here I've got like a little coffee station that's not being used at the moment, but I can trail wiring through beyond there and use it that way. So yeah, that's really it, I'm afraid. I'm going to attempt on this one soon. I just haven't got anything to make the handle or the thing that goes in there like I have there, because they're all meant to be the same practically. This one's been weathered, obviously. That one has as well. I've just got to put one on this side. So yeah. Now if I turn the interior walls off, and I can just, you'll see that the walls are darker now, whereas before I can just, flick them on. I've still got the this set of red lights. I've not had them on for a while, and to be able to get them to the right setting, I've got to be able to just keep pressing the button until it's on the still motion. And I've got to figure out how to rewire that so it's just static on, because I don't want to keep having to flicking through the buttons all the time, because these lights were originally for the original console room, and they used to go around the top of the TARDIS room, and I had to keep flicking through different settings to get it to be turned on, and I had to turn everything on manually by a little switch down there. Well, now I've got an Alexa, and I've changed it so I can say computer main systems off or computer main systems on, just to basically be hands-free, basically. So yeah, there's a bit of a you can see where I painted over where there was like a bit of a white mark from when I was marking out the lettering, like here. And that's what I'm going to do to get rid of that when I do the rest of them. Also thinking of a way to make these shine a little bit brighter. I have played about with that idea. Just doesn't want to work as well. I've got a strip of this. It's from an LED strip. Just like a standard like LED strip that's like that just lights up the whole room basically. And I've got like the cover of it, and it's like a hard plastic, and it's in my room somewhere. I just cannot find it, and I'm thinking of using that, trimming it down to go over this, just to so it'll just make the letters shine a little bit better. Obviously I haven't done the other side yet, but I am wanting to sort that out at some point soon and put the TARDIS back on wheels, because it's hard to maneuver the box without the wheels on. Because yeah. Also, I've worked out that if I'm redoing these, so it looks like that, so it's all flush together, I've got to redo the trim. Basically, I'm going to add a thicker piece of wood, just to overlap, and then these will just stick out a tiny bit more when it's done. It's just so it hides the base of it a bit, because it's made of frame, because it's like that underneath. And the strips are going to cover that when I get around to doing that, when I have the material to do that. So, yeah, that's really it for the TARDIS video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more content, such as cosplay videos and other things, check out my other social media, such as TikTok. I know I haven't posted a while on TikTok. Again, I will get round to doing that. Just like getting things in motion again slowly. So yeah. Oh, and I've added, I know it's a bit of a redundant thing to do, but I've added an extra piece of this, which is basically like this, just to finish it a bit more. And then I got some of this stuff, and I've still got a section, and I'm going to redo the K9 project at some point, so I've still got an offcut section. Yeah, in fact, here it is on the table. I've got this, which is going to go on the TARDIS. It's actually an electromagnet, and it was actually for a staple gun, electric staple gun, but it broke down while I was doing the project, so basically the whole thing's been gutted. But this stuff is going to be for K9. Well, this bit is anyways. Well, this bit's going on the TARDIS. There's another bit that's going to go for K9 when I get round to doing that. So, yeah, that's really it. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to check out... Oh, I'm going to drop my phone. Don't forget to check out my Instagram as well, .spicer10. My Instagram account for the TARDIS is the Doctor's TARDIS10. Basically, the build TARDIS... Instagram version of TARDIS builders, because I don't know how to operate TARDIS builders. I have used it, but it's so awkward to use, so I'm just more of like using Instagram because it's easier to use for the TARDIS stuffs. But yeah, I really hoped you enjoyed this video. I can't stop doing this. The only thing I've got to do now is the rest of it to go in the in-between bits, because I haven't done them yet. I've still got more plyboard in the bathroom, which were from like these pallets. That's going to finish off, possibly. I know it's going to finish off this side, and I'll get a start on this side, but it won't finish yet. Then I've also got the plastic sheets, which are going to make the false wall. That's going to go onto this side. I'm just rambling now, but yeah, you get the idea. And I've still got to make that for the back. I just haven't got around to it yet, because it means unhooking some wiring. But I'm gonna have to retrace them anyways, because they're a little bit all over at the moment, because I'm still experimenting with things for the box where this is more permanent. And I've still got an LED strip from the desk, because on the desk I've added a set of the same LEDs, and I've got a strip left, and it's going to complete it for the back. And I've just got a connector there ready to plug it in and go, and that's going to go up there like the rest, and it's going to shine. And then hopefully when the lettering's on, it's going to be it's going to make this a bit darker at the front. But I will be adding, because I've got a light bulb and a socket that I can use for overhead lighting, which I will be adding once the poles are across. But I can't do that yet because I'm not quite ready for that bit yet. I did talk about having these edges done, but because of the way the spacing of the hexagons are done, I'm not going to bother doing the corner. But, well, that corner anyways. But this corner will definitely need it, as there's a gap there, and I need to get rid of that. And I've still got to add a lot of these onto there. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I'll speak to you soon. I will update you again soon when I've got more progress. I'm still tinkering, putting the other boards together. So, yeah. I might not start on that just quite yet, because I'm like, I want to finish off bits on the console as well. I've got to paint this, and I've got to finish this off, and I've got to, there's something else. There was something else on the console I needed to do. I just can't remember what at the moment. But yeah, but anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. Alonzo.